Welcome to Recap King. In this video, we will explain the City of Violence. This movie tells the story of a police detective who returns to his hometown for his friend's funeral. At the funeral, he meets his other old friends. Suspecting something fishy about their friend's death, they start investigating it in their own way. Will they be able to find out the truth behind it? Let's find out in the City of Violence. The City of Violence begins by showing a former gangster named Wang-jae. He chases a group of young punks boys running into a small street. Unexpectedly, he was stabbed by one of the four young men to death. The scene shifts to Wang-jae's funeral in Ansung City. His funeral was attended by many people. Among them are his four childhood friends. There are Tae-su, Pil-ho, Seok-hwan, and Dong-hwan. The five men were close friends at school. They separated for 10 years and met again at Wang-jae's funeral. Each friend has a different profession. Tae-su is a police detective in Seoul. Seok-hwan is a debt collector, and his older brother, Dong-hwan, is a math teacher. Meanwhile, Pil-ho, who is Wang-jae's brother-in-law, is a mafia boss. Tae-su finds Wang-jae's death suspicious and is determined to investigate it. Tae-su then asks Pil-ho about his best friend's death. Pil-ho explains that Wang-jae was killed by a group of punks. Pil-ho says the punks messed up at Wang-jae's bar. Wang-jae then got angry and beat them up. He chases after the punks as they run out of the bar and then into the small streets. The punks were already in a corner when they finally stabbed Wang-jae to death. Pil-ho's explanation didn't satisfy Tae-su. He is increasingly determined to reveal the cause of Wang-jae's death before he has to return to Seoul next week. Tae-su sees an old photo of the five of them at his house. The photo was taken on school picnic day before they got into a fight with another group of young boys. Tae-su remembers how they used to be so close. They fight together. They even lost and were beaten to a pulp together. The scene then switches to showing Pil-ho meeting a man. The man is the governor of Seoul who is called Mr. Jo. Mr. Jo and Pil-ho talk about plans to turn the cities of Ansung and Seoul into tourism hubs. They also plan to establish a large gambling business in the city, including casinos that will be set up in many places. Of course, Pil-ho and Mr. Jo will cost a lot of people in the area. Moreover, Pil-ho used violence and mobilized many thugs to force the residents to sell their land. The profits from the sale of the residents' land will also be used by Pil-ho to build his gambling company business. The scene switches back to Tae-su, who is still looking for Wang-jae's killers. Tae-su looks for the punks that Pil-ho told about at a casino. His search effort doesn't go smoothly when he is faced with a gang of gangsters who beat him up. Despite defeating the gangsters, Tae-su does not get any information about Wang-jae's killer. One night, Tae-su comes face to face with the gangster again. This time the gangsters summon more troops from different groups. The weapons used are also varied. There are gangster groups who use yo-yo weapons, hip-hop groups, baseball players who use baseball bats, gangster groups with hockey bats, bicycle groups, to female gangsters. They gang up on Tae-su, who is fighting alone. Tae-su put all his might but still almost lost. When Tae-su was about to lose, his friend Seok-hwan came to help. Still, the two of them could not cope with the attacks of such a large group of gangsters. Seok-hwan and Tae-su try to escape by car. Seok-hwan then tells Tae-su that Ansung City has changed. Currently in the city, there are a lot of gangsters roaming around. The two friends decide to work together to investigate Wang-jae's death. After hearing Tae-su's story about the gangsters and punks who killed Wang-jae, Seok-hwan has a plan. He invites Tae-su to go to all the gangster group leaders for interrogation. Seok-hwan and Tae-su went to the gangster group to get information. They then realized that Wang-jae's murder is not as simple as it seems. It's even possible that his friend's murder was premeditated before the bar fight broke out. As Seok-hwan and Tae-su investigate a group of female gangsters, the chairman reveals that Dong-hwan, Seok-hwan's older brother, is linked to Wang-jae's murder. After receiving the information, Tae-su and Seok-hwan came to Dong-hwan. Seok-hwan beats up his brother to confess that he did help Pil-ho build a gambling company business. Dong-hwan helps Pil-ho because he was promised a shop for his mother at the casino. Dong-hwan wants the shop, so his mother doesn't have to be tired of working at the market anymore. Although until then, Pil-ho had not kept his promise to give a shop to Dong-hwan's mother. Dong-hwan's description then reveals Pil-ho's involvement with all the gangsters in the city. Apparently, Pil-ho is the boss of the gangsters who ganged up on Tae-su and Seok-hwan. Tae-su and Seok-hwan continue to investigate Pil-ho's co-worker. The man reveals that Wang-jae doesn't agree with Pil-ho's business plan. Wang-jae even reveals that Pil-ho and Mr. Jo turning the city into a tourist center and building a gambling company would cost a lot of people. Wang-jae was against the plan, so he and Pil-ho ended up fighting. The battle was won by Wang-jae. Not accepting the defeat, Pil-ho mobilizes gangsters and the punks to beat up Wang-jae. Wang-jae then chased the punks to a narrow street, where Pil-ho was already waiting. Without thinking, Pil-ho stabbed Wang-jae in the stomach to death. After finding out who the real killer of Wang-jae is, Tae-su and Seok-hwan look for the head of the punk gangster who helped Pil-ho. The two friends ensure that the head of the punk gangster can testify about Pil-ho's crimes. Another time, Tae-su was seen visiting a woman's house. The woman is Mi-ran, Wang-jae's wife, and also Pil-ho's sister. Tae-su then tells all the facts about Wang-jae's death. This includes Wang-jae's killer, who is Pil-ho, Mi-ran's older brother. At the same time, Pil-ho learns that the leader of the punk gangster has been arrested and imprisoned. Pil-ho sends a man of his men to kill the head of the punk gangster so that his crimes are not exposed. The head of the punk gangster was burned alive. Not only that, but Pil-ho also seems to know that his partner betrayed and leaked his crimes to Tae-su and Seok-hwan. One of Pil-ho's men apparently heard when the partner met Tae-su and Seok-hwan. The partner is then captured and killed by Pil-ho. Knowing that his two friends already know about Wang-jae's killer, Pil-ho goes to Tae-su. He intends to challenge Tae-su to a one-on-one duel. Pil-ho invites Tae-su to a duel in the sauna, which is apparently the headquarters of his accomplice. Instead of a one-on-one duel, Tae-su was beaten to a pulp. Scenes elsewhere show Dong-hwan, Seok-hwan, and their mother at home. They were getting ready to head to the restaurant. But unfortunately, on the way to the restaurant, the car they were driving was hit by a truck. Dong-hwan and his mother died in the accident. Seok-hwan feels very sad at the funeral of his brother and mother. After their death, he has no family. Tae-su waits for Seok-hwan to come out with Mi-ran outside the cemetery. Mi-ran informed that Pil-ho would meet with Seoul Governor, Mr. Jo. Tae-su and Seok-hwan rushed to the meeting location of Mr. Jo and Pil-ho. They intended to barge into the building regardless. The two men confronted Pil-ho's men, who immediately attacked. The battle was fierce. Even though Seok-hwan and Tae-su only used sticks to fight, they beat Pil-ho's men until they managed to break inside. In the room, Mr. Jo and Pil-ho seem to be conversing. Mr. Jo expresses disappointment after Pil-ho's men are judged incompetent. They are easily defeated by two people, Tae-su and Seok-hwan, who only have stick weapons. It is also what makes Mr. Jo finally decide to stop working together. Pil-ho doesn't accept this and kills Mr. Jo. After that, Pil-ho also asked all the guests to leave. There were only him, Tae-su, Seok-hwan, and four of his strongest men in the room. Before facing Pil-ho, Tae-su and Seok-hwan must pass the four men. This time the battle was more difficult. Tae-su and Seok-hwan struggle against one of Pil-ho's henchmen, although they managed to subdue the four people in the end. Despite winning, Tae-su and Seok-hwan were exhausted. Pil-ho grabbed a knife and walked over to the two old friends. He viciously cut Seok-hwan's finger and then stabbed Tae-su in the stomach. But right at the last moment, Seok-hwan got up and grabbed the long katana in the room. He used the katana to stab Pil-ho in the back. Pil-ho immediately fell and died. Meanwhile, Tae-su collapsed and almost died from the loss of blood. Tae-su recalls his four best friends in the final seconds of his life. He remembered when they walked home from the school picnic and talked about the future. At that time, Seok-hwan said that they didn't win the fights with other young boys. Even though Dong-hwan was adamant, they had already won. Seok-hwan kept arguing that they had nothing to gain from the win. Wang-jae then chimed in that they had a snake tonic that they would drink in 20 years when they were rich. The conversation about the future leaves the five friends wondering what if they don't make it. But Wang-jae said that it would mean nothing. Returning to the previous scene, Tae-su and Pil-ho are dead. Seok-hwan is standing alone in a shattered room. Before the film ends, the man is seen saying "fuck it" and taking a deep breath. The moral message that we can take from this film is that a strong friendship will last even if death comes. From that friendship, someone will be able to do anything to seek justice for his friend. A friend will always be there in any difficult situation.